What's up, traders? Going technically 3 for 3. Let's get to it. All right, traders. So nothing too crazy today. As always, if you want to watch the live trades, head over to the Twitch channel, click the video section, drop down menu, click highlights, and they are in there. First trade was on TAL. Pretty much screwed this one up. Nice little move at the open. Got a little impatient with the first entry, was looking for the $0.50, but it didn't seem like it wanted to get there. And as you can see, it did try to pull back just a little bit after it made this high, 2 cents. So we were actually, I think we were actually up that 2 cents right after we got in. We got 544, so it must have dropped to 542 because I think I remember seeing we were up $2 and then it maybe went up and then tried again there. But then ultimately it ended up going a little bit higher. I was dealing with my youngest son at the same time. So I actually tried to kind of add, looking for the quick break back down through so I could just get out of the trade and go deal with him. But this thing had other plans. So I started to get really impatient with it. And as you can see, I added way too close together here. Would have been a little bit more patient here. Could have got a nice little ad there and actually made some money on this thing. But I didn't. And so a little bit frustrated on how I traded this, especially so close to the bell. Probably should have just avoided it altogether, but ended up getting out break even. So really can't complain too much. Next trade was on XL. This one was pretty straightforward as well. Previous resistance, 575, up through $6. Made a nice little pop up to 620. We started at 623, kept on going. So we got an ad up there at 630. The high ended up being 638. Scaled out on the way down, 100, back down towards about 50% of the move, as well as the whole dollar. And as you can see, it was a pretty good scale out. Ended up moving right back up towards the high day before finally coming back down and retesting that previous resistance. Again, I look for the intense move into the pullback. What it does after that, I say it all the time. I don't care. This thing could have easily went to $7 just as easily as it came back down to 575. So not really worried what it does after that. VLON, I was literally kind of clocking out for the day. I was getting ready to go get my crown put in, which I just got back from, which is why if this video does come out late, that's why. And I just kind of saw this. It popped up on the scanner. Nice little pop up through the whole dollar. Got all the way up to the $0.50. Just, it felt like it was really heavy on the other side. And so took a starter at 651, got the 660. And as you can see, I went really small just in case. And it flushed down. We put an order out 631 and it got filled. So just adding a little bit to the stats there. Nothing too big. And that's all I got for you. I am going to scale up tomorrow. I'm going to actually, so this DC load button, I'm going to go from 66 to 75. And it's really just to even it out. My max loss right now is at $400. So it's going to give me an even 475, and just to kind of give you guys an idea what I'm looking at, see if I can pull this over real quick. It'll actually be easier if I just do it this way. If I keep it here. So you'll see the 75,400, that'll be my base. And so if I want to scale up and make that DC load button 100, so basically I'd go from looking to make like $20 to $30 a trade to about $40 to $50 a trade. That would also obviously increase my max loss. And this is kind of the scale. And as I kind of scroll down, you'll see I did it all the way to 1,000, which would be cool to get to that at the end of next year, but we'll see. I do plan on scaling as, I guess, quickly as possible next year. I look to make next year my year where I start to excel, pun intended, I guess. And we'll see what happens there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I put out new videos every single day, every day that the market's live. I'm actually going to start trying to make a video on the weekend again, as far as educational content goes, and maybe like, reviews of my month and all that good stuff. But we're getting towards the end of the year. I have big plans for next year. I really want that to be the year where we start to take off, and obviously going to try to do it at my own pace, but I also need to kind of push myself a little bit so that we don't go too slow. And we will, that's kind of why I made this chart today, and we're going to see how it goes. So I will catch you guys tomorrow morning. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Find me in Discord, find me on Twitter, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.